尊敬的各位企业家、女士们、先生们。
Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests.
这次第五次。
This is the 5th meeting of heads of governments for Central and Eastern European countries and China. I would like to congratulate and welcome all the guests.
今年
This year for Latvia, this is a very significant year because it marks 25 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Latvia and China. The relationship between our countries is consistently developing and deepening as our mutual political trust continues to grow, so does common determination to build on economic cooperation. We have a very good geographical location, and we have a quite developed transportation network. And so that we use this pillar industry as the starting point of our cooperation mechanism. And also, it connects China with all the Baltic Sea regions and the Europe regions and other countries. And also, Latvia and China has deepened our cooperation, which include agriculture, food processing, ICT, as well as cultural, education, and tourism. Latvia has put in lots of efforts into the 16+1 mechanism, and we have a great potential and a very promising future. Since the initiative was first proposed in 2012, we have established tourism and agriculture associations, and also we established regional transportation and logistics secretariat. And we also held lots of ministerial meetings and also expert meetings, as well as other expos and trade fairs. Altogether, we've seen 3 great achievements. First is we energized dialogue of the CEE countries with China. Second, we launched infrastructure projects. Third, we established lots of cooperations and signed agreements in different areas. We are very happy to see that the Chinese investment in CEE countries is growing and our trade volume is increasing. Many more Chinese tourists are now traveling to CEE countries, and also we would like to grab the momentum and to continue the momentum to further enhance our results. We have an old saying in Chinese that is, everything is ready, we are just waiting for the wind to blow. And now we've received support from various regions and countries, and it's now the time to ship this to start our journey. And also, what are the areas we are focusing at the moment? My answer is connectivity and innovation. In fact, that the closest transportation routes between Europe and China go through the CEE region, with Latvia being the closest of all by distance. So this is a very great location to carry out business and trade and etc. It will become a center of European transportation network, logistics, and also One Belt and One Road initiative. Now we've constructing our international strategies, and we want to cooperate with China. Today, we will sign a understanding memorandum of our cooperation with China, and also we will support the Baltic Black Adriatic Seaports initiatives, and we also connect the routes of 21st century economic belt and the maritime Silk Road in Europe. Dear friends, connectivity in its traditional sense has a lot to do with trade, cargo, and transportation infrastructure. However, I think connectivity is more than this. I think this means a more extensive meaning, including culture exchange, science exchange, and our connection, people-to-people contacts, people-to-people dialogues and exchange and events, etc. The culture exchange is now based on the mobility. So I think it's the right time to set up tourism, business traveling, and overseas studies. We will use these areas as a starting point to grow our prosperity. And also, we've established 15 representative offices in China. We've also launched direct flight routes with China. We are also discussing with China to launch several centers and projects to further enhance our tourism and the travel industry. I think this is proof or the precondition of our future prosperity. We have innovation as nanotechnologies, biotechnologies, renewable energy, quantum physics, organic synthesis, high technologies, and wood chemistry, etc. We've got advantages in these areas. In order to further enhance our connectivity and innovation exchange, we should communicate or exchange information with each other and to further understand each other's culture, customs, etc. I do hope that this forum will become an opportunity for us to understand each other and to be a platform that will for mutual benefits. At last, I would like to hope that you will have a very happy stay in Latvia. I wish all of you a great success, a great fortune. Thank you.
Mr. Peldigovic. And now let's move on to Director of Investment and Development Agency of Latvia, Mr. Andris Ozols. Please welcome.
Hello, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andris Ozols. I'm having this privilege to speak here as organizer for the business forum from Latvian side. And today I'm standing here and feeling really, really proud. First, proud for this opportunity and also proud what Latvia has to show and has already shown to you. So here in Latvia, we sometimes turn things upside down, so to demonstrate how innovative we are. And I'll show you it sometimes really works. I decided to start my address from very much the last slide by saying thank you. Thank you, the initiators, Chinese side, all the participants, and of course businessmen from very diverse countries. This 16+1 initiative started in 2012 and has sped up greatly since then. And collaboration through really different coordinating countries on topics such as agriculture, tourism, transport and logistics, investment have proven to be very successful. So to this day, Latvia is the smallest country to organize 16+1 summit and business forum. They say size doesn't matter, so even Prime Minister of China said that small countries can demonstrate their excellence in the same way, and the success is not measured by square kilometers. Latvia may be small, but I think we have it all. So this country does have it all the necessary preconditions to be successful. I should not elaborate in depth about infrastructure, location, even talent, know-how, multi-language culture. I would say we are rather simple and innovative people. When we become very sophisticated when it comes to innovation, to science and research and development, but we are genuine, we are sincere, we have very high working ethics. So as one of the major investors in Latvia said, you know, there is something magnetic about Latvia. It just attracts business. Usually my work in my everyday life is to show Latvia as a great place to invest, a great place to work with our companies. So, but I really at this place would like to speak about something which is very, very important for all of us here. Not for us, for Latvia as a host, but for all the countries involved. So I really think that this region has something to offer to the world as a region, as the driving engine. So many countries, when I spoke about Latvia, many countries have to say something unique about themselves. And if you compare, we have unique geographic location. Of course we do. There is no other country on that location. Then we are unique in how good we are. But I think the real values here are what we have to offer together. So regardless how different we might be in our culture, history, language and traditions, even mentality and many others, there is nothing wrong with that. But today we are here to celebrate what unites us all. It's not a diamond, it's a seed. Diamond was on the previous logo, what Mr. Prime Minister of China emphasized. I think the vision to become a new engine of Europe, values like trust and respect, we are here to join our forces, to combine our potential, to exchange ideas, and to build sustainable growing business. And this seed was rooted 6 years ago. It will grow and blossom, and it will bring fruits of collaboration for decades to come. So, as you remember, I already spent the thank you slide, the very last slide of my presentation at the very beginning. There is one, I would say even significantly more important slide I would like to show to you, and I would like to close my speech with, is welcome. Welcome to Europe, welcome to Central Europe, and welcome to my country, Latvia. Thank you.
Thank you, Andres, and thank you for the interpreter.
Dan. But now, let's ask our next distinguished speaker. Introduction on China CEEC Investment and Trade Expo. So please welcome Chen Chunqiao, the Deputy Mayor of City Ningbo at Zhejiang Province in China.
Distinguished guests, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a great pleasure for me to come here in the beautiful city of Riga. I would like to thank you for the opportunity given to me to talk about Ningbo. The theme of my speech is to create win-win situation to build a 6+1 cooperation platform. On behalf of Ningbo government, I would like to thank you for your attention and support for the China CEEC Investment and Trade Expo and the city of Ningbo. Ningbo is located by the East China Sea. It is a world-renowned international port city. It is one of the first coastal cities that opened to the outside world, and it is a very important city in China's Belt and Road Initiative. Its land covers an area of more than 10,000 square kilometers with a population of 10 million. Per capita GDP has exceeded $16,000. Ningbo has 4 characteristics. First, we are a port city that opens to the outside world. Last year, the port capacity and container handling capacity ranked the 1st and 4th respectively in the world. Based on this advantage, we have a very well-developed, open, export-oriented economy. And we are the 8th city in China, reach the foreign trade amount of 100 billion US dollars. And we enjoy great vitality in our economy. We have a well-developed private economy. Last year, the GDP of Ningbo exceeded $120 billion, and the industrial output exceeded $200 billion. And it is considered the most attractive cities to invest in China. And it is now China's demo city for Made in China 2025. Ningbo has a long history and profound cultural heritage. It is the birthplace of the Hemudu culture, which began 7,000 years ago. And we also produced 111 fellows of the Academy of Science and Social Science. For example, the Nobel laureate of Physiology in 2015, Ms. Tu Youyou, is from Ningbo. Ningbo is a livable city. We have very beautiful scenery. And it also has the characteristics of water town and coastal city. It is a civilized city and tourist city and a demo city of environmental protection in China. Since the establishment of the 6+1 format, Ningbo grasped this opportunity and actively participate in the cooperation with Central and Eastern European countries based on the Belt and Road strategy. And we have successfully hosted 2 CEEC expos and China CEEC ministerial meeting on promoting trade and economics. We held the 2nd China CEEC Expo in June this year with the theme of deepening cooperation and win-win outcome. We hosted 30 events attracting tens of thousands of participants. It's been a very fruitful event. And we have also achieved a lot in terms of investment cooperation. For example, we introduced investment cooperation project of more than 240 projects, and we have signed 12 investment projects with the value of $337 million US dollars. The transaction is very active. We have attracted 690 participants from 268 companies from 16 countries to participate in the expo. And the value of the deal reached was 31 million US dollars. And we have passed a series of initiatives, for example, China CEEC Electronic Document and Trade Facilitation Initiative, and also guidelines for local capacity cooperation and people-to-people exchanges. We have also signed cooperation agreements in the field of education. For example, we have established the Ningbo Foreign Affairs School, Romanian campus, and also China-Romania International Art School. We have also established Ningbo CEEC Cooperation Institute and also Polish Language Research Institute. And we also held a ministerial meeting for China CEC Trade and Investment Promotion Meeting, and we have launched the Ningbo Declaration. At the same time, we are giving full play of the private economy. We have a solid foundation of industries. We hope that we can help to build a platform to help to get CEC countries' products into Chinese market, and also to promote bilateral investment and cooperation and people-to-people exchanges. We have introduced favorable policies to encourage cooperation with Central and Eastern European countries. Each year, we will have an earmarked fund of 85 million yuan for the projects. And now the CEEC Expo pavilions are under construction. It is expected to be put into operation in 2018 and 2019. Our trade volume with CEC countries have exceeded $2.2 billion, which account for 1/25 of the transaction volume between China and CEC countries. And we also established 14 national pavilions showcasing products from Central and Eastern European countries, for example, Latvia, Hungary, Czech Republic, and also Poland. Latvia and Hungary have established representative office in Ningbo, and we also set up Central European and Ningbo Industrial Park and also China-Czech Industrial Park. In 2015, Ningbo's investment in the CEC countries has increased by 28.5 times year on year, and we have already implemented 118 projects. We maintained close people-to-people exchanges. Ningbo has established the relationship of sister cities with more than 20 Central and European cities. The third CEC Expo will be held in June 8, 2017. We have already started the preparation work. We are going to improve our service for this Expo based on the requirements by both by prime ministers and from both countries. We are going to host a series of fora, for example, China CEC Country Cooperation and Development Forum, Food Safety and Trade Promotion Dialogue, Mayors Forum, also E-commerce and Cross-Border Trade Forum. And we are going to host China CEC Investment Cooperation Negotiation Meeting, and also Investment Promotion Agency Co-Development Meeting. And we're going to host a series of expos showcasing Central European products. In terms of people-to-people exchanges, we're going to host seminars and exchange events in the field of education, tourism, and also arts. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in China we have a saying, is that by one fallen leaf is seen the autumn, but the little is known the much. From the examples I just gave, we can see the sincerity for China to cooperate with Central and Eastern European countries, and we can see the outcomes and a better future for our cooperation. I believe the Expo, we're going to build a bridge of friendship and a platform of cooperation. So I would like to extend my warm invitation to you to come to Ningbo to participate in the CEEC Expo so that we can contribute to the China Central Eastern European country cooperation. Let's join hands to contribute to the 6+1 cooperation. Let's meet in Ningbo next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are running well into the coffee break, but I guess that is worth it. So, my ladies and gentlemen, introduction to Sino-CE Fund. Now, please welcome the former chairman of Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Mr. Jiang Qianqian.
女士们、先生们，非常荣幸同大家相聚李家，在16+1的合作机制下，再次共商、共建、共赢，中国中东欧发展，推进务实合作，深化互利共赢。根据中国在去年苏州峰会上提出的倡议，刚才这个李克强总理也介绍了，工商银行积极创新投融资的合作方式。设立了中国中东欧金融控股有限公司，并联合中东欧国家及全球的合作伙伴，共同投资成立了中国中东欧基金，并将商业化的。
And we use the financial model to support connectivity and capacity cooperation among different regions. Next, I would like to talk about how we can play the role of our company. First, we enjoy great prospects between China and CEC countries under the Belt and Road Initiative. We have solid foundation for cooperation. 2,000 years ago, the ancient Silk Road built a bridge between China and Europe. Now the Belt and Road Initiative has created new vision for our future cooperation. As an important focal point, Central and Eastern European countries enjoys great advantage in terms of geography, and it has abundant resources. It has very good investment environment, while at the same time, China can offer great advantage in terms of industrial structure. So our cooperation is complementary. Since the 16+1 format was introduced in 2012, we have deepened our cooperation in terms of economy and trade. Our model of cooperation has become more mature. It has yielded a lot of fruits. Now the investment from China to CEC countries has been increasing very fast, and the direction has been expanded in many areas, for example, infrastructure, equipment, technology, new energy, consumption, etc. And we have implemented a lot of major projects, for example, Hungary and Serbia railway and 3C projects. In recent period, we visited a lot of Central and Eastern European countries. We met with local government and companies. A lot of them, most of them show support for our cooperation. In Central and Eastern Europe, the countries enjoy stable political and policy environment, and they successfully completed the transformation of market and established sound legal and regulatory system. But based on the market status or situation, we can see that the cross-border direct investment and capital market is still in its beginning stage. According to the statistics from Invest in Europe, in 2015, Central and Eastern European regions' equity and venture capital is only 1.6 billion euros, while at the same time, the largest security exchange in this region in 2015, the IPO value was 440 million euros. generally, it lacks the attention from other countries. So this is the bottleneck, but it is also an area of potential. I hope that we can innovate the financial service model to break this bottleneck, so that based on the equity investment funds, I hope we can bring more attention to this region to tap the potential of this market. The establishment of Sino-CEE Fund is a very important practice for financial innovation in this region. First, we give full play of our experience and expertise. Together with the Central and Eastern European countries, we together promote building of investment environment and business design. And we are providing suggestions or research service in terms of regional development, PPP projects, and also the privatization of state-owned assets, while at the same time we are offering financial service about equity loans, bonds, leasing, and derivatives. And we are also giving full play of the role of intermediaries, so that to lead global partners, including Chinese companies, to explore the Central and Eastern European market, so that we can activate this market to improve business efficiency. Last but not least, I would like to say that the Sino-CEE Fund will contribute to the cooperation between China and Central and Eastern European countries, witnessed by the heads of states from two countries. Our fund is going to be initiated. We will adhere to the principle of government support and business operation and market orientation. We are going to attract partners from China and abroad, so that we can build regional industrial and capital platform to provide integrated financial solution based on investment banking, investment plus commercial banking. A lot of Chinese companies have shown their interest in investing in Central and Eastern Europe. They hope that they can make use of our platform to seek partners and investment opportunities. Our fund is going to reach 10 billion euros. Our target market is Central and Eastern European countries, and it will extend to other European countries. In the framework of connectivity and capacity cooperation, we're going to focus on following areas. First is infrastructure construction, because Central and Eastern Europe connects Europe and Asia. It is a hub region. So we should tap this opportunity to build this region into an important logistic passage. Second is international capacity cooperation. This region is facing pressure of industrial upgrading and industrial restructuring. China has advantage in this area, and also China has a broad market. The third area is high technology manufacturing and mass consumption. With the transformation, countries in this region is actively developing export-oriented economy. This is good for the mobility of industrial investment and capital. Our investment model has won recognition from partners from this region and also globally. We hope that we can conduct broad and in-depth cooperation with partners from Central and Eastern European countries to seek policy support and project investment, while at the same time we're welcoming partners from other European countries and globally, so that we can build a win-win situation, so that we can be a bridge of China and Central Eastern European country cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Belt and Road Initiative has printed a blueprint for our future cooperation. I hope that we can join hands to contribute to the future cooperation. Thank you very much.